to Donald Trump's criminal trial in a historic moment in U.S. history. Opening statements wrapped up now for the first trial of a former U.S. president. Prosecutors and the defense laying out their arguments in a case where Donald Trump is accused of interfering with the 2016 election through a hush payment scheme. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett live in Lower Manhattan, where the first witness has been called to the stand. NJ.
Well, Dave, this morning the prosecutor accused Donald Trump of being the mastermind behind a conspiracy to bury aspects of his past. Sordid stories and rumors, Dave, that Trump believed could cost him the 2016 election. A criminal conspiracy, the prosecutor said, and a cover-up. It was not the motorcade Donald Trump wants to be riding in this week. A caravan of Secret Service agents in SUVs en route to Manhattan Criminal Court, where he continues to insist that he's being railroaded.
This is done as election interference. Everybody knows it. I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning. And it's very unfair. Fortunately, the poll numbers are very good. They've been going up because people understand what's going on.
In court, Judge Juan Merchan issued a series of instructions to the jurors. Remember, you have promised to be a fair juror, he told them. You must decide this case on the evidence. Trump is charged in a 34-count indictment over a $130,000 payment made to porn actress Stormy Daniels. What prosecutors say was intended to keep her from going public about her alleged affair with Trump in 2006. The former president is accused of ordering his attorney Michael Cohen to make the payment. Trump reimbursed Cohen with checks from the Trump Organization, then listed the payments as a legal expense. But those were lies, said prosecutor Matthew Colangelo. The defendant was paying him back for an illegal payment to Stormy Daniels on the eve of the election. The first witness is expected to be David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, who is expected to testify that Trump enlisted him to buy exclusive rights to salacious stories about Trump's past, then declined to publish them. They used a practice called catch and kill, Colangelo told the jury. It's a way of buying damaging information, not to publish it, but to hide it, make it go away, and in this case, help the candidate. End quote. In a brief opening statement, the defense seized on Michael Cohen, Trump's former fixer, expected to be the star witness in this case, trying to trash his credibility before the first witness was even called. But as Dave said a moment ago, as we said in the piece a moment ago, David Pecker was expected to be the first witness called. He is now on the witness stand. This is expected to be an abbreviated session. The judge said that testimony would end for the day in less than half an hour at 12:30 this afternoon, expected to resume here tomorrow. We're live in Lower Manhattan. NJ Burkett, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.